And welcome back to Pure Nebraska. We are continuing with our Alliance for the Future of Agriculture in Nebraska, or AFAN segment today.
We are visiting today with Rod Johnson with Midwest Dairy Association. Rod, thank you for sticking around here for another segment.
Yeah.
So we've been talking about how robotics are being used in the dairy industry, really helping out the producers. But there are other features in the state-of-the-art dairy operation that are helping animals, putting their care first, right?
You bet. The whole dairy industry is focused on animal care. That's what it's all about. We want to make sure that the animals are comfortable, the animals are well cared for, and that's mainly because that's the right thing to do for the animals. Mm-hmm. Plus, the saying in the industry is if you take good care of the cows, they'll take good care of you.
That's right, yeah. And we are going to show some video now of Beaver's Dairy south of Shickley in Fillmore County. And we're going to see, well, this is the overall picture, but in a moment we're going to see the cooling system. I was amazed at how nice and cool and comfortable it was in this building.
This particular building is what we call a tunnel ventilated building, and it actually has cooling coils on the south side of the building and a bank of fans on the north side of the building, so it's constantly pulling air through the cooling coil. A week ago, when it was pushing 100 degrees outside, the cows were comfortable in there at about 80 degrees. And then by the same token, come winter, when it's wind chills 20 below, why the cows will still stay in an environment that's above freezing. So it's very critical for the comfort of the cows. Mm-hmm,
mm-hmm. Let's talk about these brushes here. How does that help the animals?
That is an interesting thing. Those are a novelty in the industry. Most of the dairies are putting those in. It's an opportunity for the cows to just come up and scratch their back, scratch their head. Besides the fact that it's just comforting and relaxing to the cows, it also stimulates blood flow through the animal, and as blood is flowing, that is what's producing milk, so it's just a way to stimulate the cow and keep her comfortable.
Yeah, like a massage, huh?
It is. Nice. It's a massage for the cow.
That's neat. Well, again, it looks like animal care is really a top priority for a lot of these dairy operations, and really in the robotic area even more. What's going on in the dairy industry right now in Nebraska? Are we seeing more dairy operations coming to Nebraska?
Well, when we start talking about that, I'm going to change hats. I'm going to put on my hat with the Nebraska State Dairy Association. Mm-hmm. Through the Nebraska State Dairy Association, we are working to try to grow the dairy industry in Nebraska. The biggest challenge we have today is the lack of processing. The I-29 corridor, which a lot of people hear about in the dairy industry, basically has gotten full of milk. The pipeline is full, where we've got more milk than we have processors at this time. So here in Nebraska, we have a coalition of stakeholders interested in the future of the dairy industry in Nebraska, and we're working to try to attract a processor, bring more processing, more marketing opportunities to the state. And with that, we know that we're able to grow the dairy industry. In Nebraska, we have everything that we need to be a good strong dairy state with feed and water, a good environment, and it's just a matter of getting the focus back on it. Over the years, Nebraska kind of slipped a little bit in the dairy segment, and now we're looking to turn that around and bring it back again.
Okay, very good.
Rod, thank you for being here today. Always interesting.
Hey, appreciate you having us in.
You bet. All right. We're celebrating June, Dairy Month.